Greetings everyone, it is September 30th, 2025. September's done and over with now, well, just about. So, actually got some sunshine today, which is nice. We had gray skies yesterday, not a drop of sunshine. So, tomato plant, let's go over this one real quick. Tomato plant has decided to exit the greenhouse. So, poor thing is huge, 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 huge. Not a lot of fruit. It's somewhat intentional, mainly because, cannot speak, I swear. Mainly because the experiment with this year was just seeing how well it stays restrained in the root pouch. So when this plant comes out, I gotta see what kind of roots we have in the bed here, see how contained and restrained it was, just for future knowledge, because I'd like to be able to do root pouches in a system outdoors to really give these plants a chance to thrive and produce an absolute boatload of fruit. The goal for this is to, one, obviously the roots, but also see how long we can keep this going. I may keep this plant in here until at least November, December, depending on how the temperatures do and whether the plant holds up, regardless of how much fruit it puts out. I will be taking off a lot of the excess green just to give more nutrients to the other plants in the system. Speaking of those other plants, the lemon tree has been moved back into the greenhouse so that it can get more nutrients from here, get some more color in the leaves. The scale has been knocked back pretty damn well. It's almost non-existent now, so we're being very careful about the scale that's on here, just so we can keep our fruit on here and hopefully get some color back in here. And then speaking of color, the tea plants are putting on some fresh new growth and getting some nice dark green color in there as well. So that's really exciting to be looking forward to for next spring if we get a lot of growth on there. Same thing over here, the tea plants, more green, dark green, good color in there, new growth. This horseradish here in the root patch, we're going to harvest that one probably in October if all goes well. And we'll do a quick little video on that just to see how things go. We're going to leave the other horseradish in the system, which is this one here with this massive amount of stalks on here, just to see how much bigger it's going to get. Same with the turmeric. This is one of the two turmeric plants. This is the big one. It's doing really wonderful and healthy in here. Looks fantastic. We're going to see how that does if it doesn't take things over. And then turmeric is, grow your own. What the heck. And then sage is making a wonderful comeback. The catnip has gone dormant. That's all tomato plant that's taken over all over there. And again, you see we have tomatoes here, tomato here, tomato here. This one's splitting because literally it gets, I don't know, too much water. Yeah, it's in an aquaponics system. Of course it's gonna get a lot of water. And then we got red strawberries down here still, which is nice. So the child hasn't found, an insect found that one. Well, so much for the child not finding it. Let's get that out of there. Blueberry plants got new growth. They're doing good. This is the newer of the two, but it's got some nice new growth on there as well. The other plant back there has got new growth, and there's even a blueberry on there, which is well past end of season on that. So that's all I've got going for September 2025. Fish are fed, fish are happy. The tilapia, we'll see if we can see any tilapia. They're hiding down in there somewhere. They've got the full bathtub to swim about, so it's hard to say when we'll see one. Oh, I see one there. Everyone's go. Oh. So there we go. Tilapia are going to be out here in the tub to grow out for over the winter. We do have heating on the tub now, or in the system, so ideally the costs will be kept quite low because it is a heat pump. So yeah, monitoring and tracking all of that, just so we know exactly what our inputs are. And if there's any questions or comments, feel free to ask. Other than that, thank you for following along, and we will talk to you all next month, if not slightly sooner, with a horseradish harvest. Ciao.